Does DIY dry shampoo work as good as the store-bought stuff? Let's find out. Hello lovelies, I'm Micah and I still play with makeup. My hair is filthy, if you couldn't tell. It just looks really rancid and it needs a pick-me-up. Well, I normally would just use some dry shampoo, but I decided to make some DIY shampoo and do a comparison. I'm going to do one side with regular DIY shampoo and I'm going to make some for the other side. This I'm going to be putting in baking soda. The baking soda cleanses your hair. I'm going to be using cornstarch, which adds a volume, and I'm also going to be using arrowroot. I've got it in a jar right here. Now the arrowroot actually rids your hair from oils. And I'm also going to be putting in a little bit of lavender just to give it a nice scent. You can put your DIY shampoo in just any kind of shaker, a salt and pepper shaker or anything like that, but I chose to use a bottle like this. I got this at Menards for 99 cents. I'd also purchased these guys at my favorite store in the world, Dollar Tree, but this one actually has a lid on it and I'm knocking things all over the place. So I felt that this would probably be the best for me. It would be better for application. Now the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of arrowroot, and 10 drops of lavender oil. The lavender oil is for your, is optional, and you only have to use it if you want that extra scent. You don't even have to use lavender oil. If you prefer something else, that would be fine. So let's just go ahead and put in our arrowroot first. And this is always a messy process. That's why I've got this little plastic thing on here to kind of protect my desk. Now for the baking soda, open this up a little bit more so I can get this tablespoon in here. There's 1. There's 2. Don't you love my measuring spoons? I got these at Michael's on sale right before Valentine's Day. I think I got them like 75% off. And I just saw them, adored them, and just had to have them. So let's do the cornstarch finally. Now, for those with dark hair, you can also add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. But since I've got gray hair, I'm just going to leave it white. All of the process white. Now, let's put that over there. And let's go ahead and put in, I'm going to go ahead and put in 10 drops of lavender. I think that's 10, it may have been 11, I don't know, but I've got this powder all over my hands. Now the recipe says to whisk it all up to thoroughly mix everything. Now while we're mixing this up, I wanted to tell you that I do post every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. So you can either hit that bell to remind you when I post a video, or you can just pop in at 6 p.m. Let's pop this in. Powder through a funnel is not the easiest thing in the world, especially when it's slightly tacky like this stuff is. Now the instructions say to keep a small amount on hand in a small container, it says similar to a salt shaker, and store the rest in an airtight container. But since this has a cap on it, I'm just going to go ahead and put everything in this container. There we go. All in there now. Man, it smells really good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and put the lid on it. Now I'm going to clean up this mess and I will be right back. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and comb my hair because I didn't even bother doing this when I made the dry shampoo. I'm just going to split it down in half so that we can do one side with the DIY and the other side with the detox is what I'm going to be using as a comparison. Now the instructions for the dry shampoo says to apply it amply in your hair, leave it in for 2 minutes, and then comb it out. And as you comb it out, it pulls out the oils and the dirt. Now with this, I just typically use this to give myself some body and fluff, but I'm going to go ahead and do the same instructions for both products. But as you can see, my hair is pretty dirty. I know it actually looks pretty good when it's dirty, but it feels really gunky, and I am shedding like crazy. So let's go ahead and get started with the detox first. I'm using my monitor over here because I don't have a mirror in front of me. The detox, this stuff smells so good, and the scent is so strong that my pillow the next morning actually smells like it. But it's really a very strong scent. So this is one of the best dry shampoos that I've found, but it's expensive, and I think the scent is just a little too strong for me. I think I got the back very well. Okay. Alright, now for this. Now this is the first time I've ever put powder in my hair like this since high school. I actually used to use baby powder when I was in high school. If I was running late and my hair needed to be washed and I didn't have time, I would just toss some baby shampoo in my hair. Alright, let's see how this does. I'll probably end up making a complete mess. That's going in my hair pretty well, I think. And of course it's getting all over me as well. Oh boy. But this smells good too. I really need a mirror. So I can see what I'm doing. And I've got it all over my face. Yay. I'm sure if I did this more, I would get better at it. It doesn't taste very good. Okay, now I'm just definitely gonna have to wash this shirt. Now, as far as when I'm rubbing this in, it actually feels better over here. It feels cleaner. This is actually adding more of a dirty feel to my hair. Alrighty, we're going to leave this in for 2 minutes and see how it goes. My hair on this side with the DIY shampoo actually feels a lot cleaner. I think if I'd have been able to see what I was doing and applied it a little bit better, I think it would even feel cleaner. Now for the detox. The detox is actually tangled my hair a little bit more. Of course, they both... I got powder on my face. I just poked myself in the eye. They both actually look really nice. This smells like the detox. And I don't even smell the lavender at all in this. Maybe if I smelled up closer, yeah, I can smell the lavender. But I think the DIY shampoo actually did pull the dirt and the oil out of my hair, whereas the detox actually just more disguised it. It soaked it up, but it didn't really remove it. Now, as far as body is concerned, I'd say the detox did a little bit better job of giving me a little bit more body. But to be honest with you, to feel it, I could go another day on this side without washing my hair. But this side, it actually feels even worse. And it's harder for me to get my fingers through my hair. It feels like there's a lot of excess hairspray on my hair because of the detox. Whereas this side, it feels like it has pulled a lot of that old product that has been in my hair for a while. So I think the DIY dry shampoo is good for certain instances. So it really depends on what you're needing. If you just need clean hair in an instant, I would go with the DIY. But if you need body, I would go with the dry shampoo. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching and spending your valuable time with me. I would love it if you would hit the like button and leave me a message down below. If you want to join the Milk Guild, please subscribe. Just hit my face right there. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you're notified when I upload a video. And I've got a couple other videos for you to watch right there. And if you need a prayer, please send me a private message. Until next time, I'm Micah, and have a blessed day.